Kate Beckinsale wearing that much leather should easily be a crime because that's just too much to handle. I mean, seriously. Kate Beckinsale reprises her role as Selena. She was present in the first 2 films, but skipped on out of the 3rd film. But now she's back to reprise her role in the 4th film as Selena, a vampire who wakes up and finds herself in our time. And now the humans now know about the vampires and the Lycans. Underworld 4 takes a really big risk, I think, with the plot. I really like the fact that they brought Selena into our time and had the humans aware of the vampires and the Lycans. I like that. I like that idea. I wished, however, they had dwelled more on it. Then they get into this mumbo-jumbo crap about a little girl and having to protect her and find her and all that stuff. And that really, in necessary, becomes the plot, not the humans knowing of the vampires and Lycans. That upset me. I would like to see more of that and less of this story about the little girl. The sequel really just feels very unnecessary. There's really no point for us to have the sequel. It had a chance of actually really developing the story by now bringing Selena to our time, but it just doesn't go anywhere with it. It just turns into a huge hour and a half of CGI action blast. Now, I won't deny that I did find Kate Beckinsale quite enjoyable to watch as she runs around in very tight leather, but overall I couldn't get into this film. At times the action sequences were actually cool and neat, but then at times I had a hard time understanding. And then at the point, it was just getting to the point where I was watching an action sequence for an action sequence. There's one particular sequence where she just got through fighting all these Lycans and stuff like that, then to just find out she's got a huge Lycan waiting around the corner. It's very, very, very video game-like. This film actually kind of reminded me of the 4th installment in the Resident Evil's franchise. Afterlife was a very pointless sequel. It really brought the series nowhere. But it did, however, present some amazing 3D effects, and that can basically be said with this film. The 3D effects were absolutely amazing, but it's lacking in the storytelling. Honestly, personally, this movie to me was just an hour and a half of just celluloid dust. When I left the theater, it did nothing. I felt nothing impacted me. Nothing really stuck and remembered. The movie is already slowly creeping out of my mind. I'm having a hard time right now reviewing this film because I'm having a hard time really remembering what's going on. The only thing I can really remember is that, yeah, it presented some very well shot 3D effects. I thought 3D was very well used and it was utilized to very great potential. And if you are going to see the film, definitely play the 3X box because 3D is actually really well done and it might enhance your theater experience. Right, as a score goes, I'm going to give Underworld Awakenings a 2 out of 5. So until next time, I'm the Slash Movie Reviewer and you guys just been Slash.